Welcome to Traceability TV News, your source for the latest updates on global traceability and safety concerns. I'm your host, Miriam Munyoki.
On to the headlines. Kenyan state officers pay hike sparks outcry. Hurricane Beryl hits Caribbean. Putin and Xi strengthen partnership. Cambodian court jails activists.
Kenyans are outraged as state officers, including MPs and Senate leaders, are set to receive significant salary hikes amidst nationwide economic challenges. In a Gazette notice dated August 9, 2023, the Salaries and Remuneration Commission announced salary increments effective July 1st. The Speaker of the National Assembly and Senate will see their salaries rise to 1.2 million with additional benefits like a 40 million mortgage and official residence. However, the move has drawn criticism from MPs like Babu Owino, who voiced concern on social media, highlighting the economic struggles faced by many Kenyans. Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna also rejected the pay rise, emphasizing the need to prioritize national stability and economic recovery over personal salary hikes. Hurricane Beryl pounded Jamaica with fierce winds and heavy rain, following its deadly path through the Southeast Caribbean, claiming at least 9 lives and causing widespread destruction. The U.S. National Hurricane Center reported Beryl's eye wall impacting Jamaica's south coast, unleashing relentless wind and rain. Residents in Kingston prepared by securing homes and supplies. A hurricane warning remains in effect for Jamaica and neighboring islands, with Beryl maintaining significant strength as it heads towards the Cayman Islands. Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese leader Xi Jinping have reaffirmed their country's strategic partnership during a meeting on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Kazakhstan. Both leaders hailed the SCO's expanding membership and emphasized their relationship as a stabilizing force in global affairs. This meeting marks their second in 2 months, underscoring their commitment amidst Western pressure over regional policies. The SCO includes Central Asian nations, India, Iran, and soon Belarus, founded as a counterpoint to Western influence. Putin and Xi's discussions continue as both countries navigate international scrutiny amid ongoing geopolitical tensions. In a controversial move, a Cambodian court has sentenced 10 environmental activists from the group Mother Nature to between 6 to 8 years in prison. The activists were convicted on charges of plotting against the government and insulting the king, stemming from their advocacy against environmental degradation and alleged corruption. The court's decision, criticized by human rights groups as an attempt to stifle dissent, follows years of activism by Mother Nature. The group documented pollution in the Tonle Sap River and protested against illegal lodging and land development projects in the country. Stay tuned after the news for an in-depth documentary on traceability in agribusiness, followed up by an exclusive interview with the CECM of Murang'a County discussing their groundbreaking partnership with GS1 Kenya. You won't want to miss this.
Hello and welcome to Visibility Sports News. I'm your host Rigan Gitau. Eritrean cyclist Binyam Gami secured a historic victory at the Tour de France on Monday, becoming the first Black African to win a stage in the prestigious event.
In an emotional moment at the finish line, Gami was embraced by teammates and rivals alike. In his post-race interview, the 24-year-old dedicated his win for all Africa, expressing his disbelief and gratitude for achieving such a milestone early in his career. His win resonated widely across Africa, celebrated by the Eritrean government and supporters as a moment of national and continental pride. Gami's triumph marks him as a trailblazer in global cycling, setting a new standard for African cyclists on the world stage.
LeBron James, the NBA's all-time leading scorer, has agreed to a 2-year contract to stay with Los Angeles Lakers.
The deal includes a player option for the 2025-2026 season and a no-trade clause. The Lakers finished 7th in the Western Conference this year with a 47-35 record, exiting in the first round of the playoffs. James' decision to resign follows the Lakers drafting his son, Bronny, in the 2024 NBA draft.
That wraps up our sport news for today. I have been your host, Regan Getau. On behalf of my colleague, Berian, thank you for watching and please stay tuned for more updates.
Traceability TV. We trace it, you trust it.
Kenya, a land of vibrant landscapes and rich agricultural traditions, has long been the bed and breakfast of East Africa. Here, every sunrise marks a new chapter in the age-old story of cultivation and harvest. Yet, as the world evolves, so too must our approach to farming. In the face of global challenges, a new chapter is unfolding, one where innovation meets tradition to ensure that the journey from farm to fork is transparent, accountable, and sustainable. This is the story of traceability in Kenyan agribusiness, a story of how we are paving the way for a future where every meal is a testament to integrity and progress. Kenya's agricultural roots run deep. For generations, farmers have relied on time-honored techniques passed down through families, but as global markets expanded and food safety concerns grew, the need for a more transparent system became evident. Enter traceability, an innovative solution blending tradition with cutting-edge technology. Agriculture is the backbone of Kenya's economy, supporting millions of livelihoods. Yet, the journey of these crops from the fields to our tables is complex and fraught with challenges. Contamination, fraud, and inefficiency can undermine the integrity of our food systems. To combat these issues, Kenyan farmers and agribusinesses are embracing traceability, a system that meticulously tracks every step of a product's journey, ensuring safety, quality, and sustainability. Traceability begins with a single seed. From the moment it's planted, data is collected: soil conditions, weather patterns, and farming practices. This information is digitally recorded, creating a transparent and verifiable history. As the crops grow and are harvested, each batch is tagged with a unique identifier, allowing consumers to trace their food back to its origin with just a scan. Traceability in agribusiness goes beyond simply tracking the movement of products from farm to table. It encompasses a comprehensive system that integrates data from every stage of the supply chain, from seedling to shipping. Each participant in the process, whether farmer, processor, or distributor, contributes to a digital footprint that ensures accountability and transparency. By capturing critical information such as batch numbers, harvest dates, and handling practices, traceability not only safeguards against food fraud and contamination, but also enhances efficiency and quality control across the entire agricultural ecosystem. Moreover, traceability empowers stakeholders throughout the supply chain. Farmers gain valuable insights into their production practices, enabling them to make informed decisions that optimize yields and reduce environmental impact. Processors and distributors can manage inventory, respond swiftly to recalls, and meet stringent regulatory requirements. Consumers armed with access to detailed product information can make informed choices that align with their values of sustainability and ethical consumption. Organizations like GS1 Kenya are at the forefront of this revolution, partnering with farmers, agribusinesses, and government agencies to implement standardized traceability systems. These initiatives not only enhance food safety and quality, but also open new markets for Kenyan produce, driving economic growth and development. Education and collaboration are key. Workshops and training sessions are empowering smallholder farmers with the skills and knowledge needed to adopt traceability. By bridging the gap between tradition and technology, these farmers are becoming active participants in a transparent and resilient food system. The journey of traceability in Kenyan agribusiness is a testament to the power of innovation and collaboration. It is a story of how a nation can honor its rich agricultural heritage while embracing the future. As we sow the seeds of accountability today, we ensure a harvest of prosperity for generations to come. In Kenya, the future of agribusiness is bright. With traceability, we are building a legacy of trust, quality, and sustainability. Together, we are not just growing food, we are cultivating hope, integrity, and a shared vision for a better tomorrow. Hello and welcome back to Trace Talk, your go-to segment on Traceability TV that dives deep into the world of traceability and safety concerns. As always, I'm your host, Miriam, and today I have a very special guest with me from Murang'a County. We're excited to discuss Murang'a County's new partnership with GS1 Kenya, where they focus on enhancing agricultural practices and traceability within the region. Remember, we trace it, we trust it. Thank you so much for joining us. Kindly tell us what you do and how you do it, why you do it.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Kiringai Kamau. I'm the CEC member for devolution and external linkages involving coordination of both the national and internal departments of the government of Murang'a, and the collaborative engagement with institutions that are outside the county, like GS1, looking at how the collaboration can be helpful to the community in Murang'a to increase the wealth that we generate from our activities in the county.
Okay, thank you. So you've just told us that you're having a partnership with GS1. Can you tell us more about the partnership between GS1 and Murang'a County, and what are your main objectives and goals? What do you aim to achieve from this partnership?
This partnership is mooted on a contract, on a contractual MOU that was signed between the Global Open Data for Agriculture and Nutrition, which is based in Murang'a. And the agenda of the collaboration was to look at how do we help capture data associated with farmers and link that to the market. We did not have the traceability platform to achieve that. And when we actually were looking at how do we get the products produced from value-added products in coffee and other value-added products of the commodities grown in Murang'a, like avocado, we came to realize that the solution is in GS1. And we started that relationship by identifying how can we identify markets for Murang'a commodities to be traded globally. And GS1 came with a request for our coffee to be sold in Sweden, and we have now gotten into an agreement that this is going to be delivered through the Shamba Econet from GS1 and the Golden iFood SOS. So we are looking at the possibilities of now how we can deepen that by ensuring that produce of Murang'a lands into foreign markets, and we can deepen that by looking at how do we also integrate the wider government machinery so that the embassies in foreign countries can actually use the platforms that we are evolving so that our foods and value-added products are available in foreign countries using the collaboration that we are establishing.
Oh, okay, that's amazing. So on the aspect of traceability, how will this partnership benefit local farmers and the agricultural sector in Murang'a County?
The Murang'a County is the first county government to have established a policy on agroecology and a law binding the same. One of the things that we want to do is to use the Agroecology Act in Murang'a so that it can guide the organic food production and make the farmers gain from premium pricing using some of the outlets that we want to establish with markets and consumers. So we have the possibility of achieving this by using the traceability dimension that is coming, because some farmers will want foods that are coming from particular areas, because the flavor of foods and the sweetness of fruits, for instance, depends on where it is grown. If you grow your fruits in places with high intensity of heat, the heat units converts as sugar. So some people like very sweet fruits, others not. That traceability is important. It is the same even with coffee. Soils have different flavors of the coffee depending on the zones where the coffee is grown. So, and it is the same case even with tea and every other commodity. So it is very important to have a traceability dimension, so that when you actually show the source of a commodity, anybody can actually say that I want that that is coming from this region and not any other region.
Okay, well, you mentioned technologies. What specific technologies or systems will be implemented to improve traceability and transparency in agricultural products?
We are talking of localization. We are talking of geospatial mapping. We are talking about the capacity to train farmers so that they can address the value of using some inputs and not others. So these are the technologies that we are talking about that will help the farmer and earn more from the market, because there is a traceability dimension integrated into what they are producing.
Okay, let's go into some challenges, because we all face challenges. What challenges do you foresee in implementing these traceability systems, and how do you plan to overcome them?
Well, the biggest challenge when you are implementing a technology in rural areas is how do you start engaging the farmer? And the knowledge, particularly on digital dimensions, when the average age of a farmer is 60 years, it becomes a challenge. And so training an old farmer is very difficult. So we are going to rely on the programs that have been created by the national government on creating youth agripreneurs. We train them as local trainers, and then they will be the ones that will be delivering the technology to the producers and then enforcing the reality of the traceability dimension.
Okay, so how will this partnership contribute to sustainability and environmental stewardship in Murang'a County?
The critical dimensions in the environmental stewardship is ensuring that whatever is growing in a particular region that contributes to environmental caring for the environment is captured using now the geospatial dimensions, integrating the technology that we have of ground truthing using the satellite infrastructure. And we have a collaboration already established between Murang'a County and the Kenya Space Agency. So we will actually be able to map which crops can facilitate better environmental care and climate resilience using the technologies that our partners are bringing together and integrating that into the GS1 Gordon platform that is actually emerging now.
Okay, so what role will local communities and farmers play in ensuring the success of this partnership? What do you require from the farmers?
And they need to join an aggregation organization that is a cooperative from where the training can be done. We need them to also invest so that share-based institutions are created at the grassroots, so that we can have, if it is technology that will be needed by those extensionists or the agripreneurs that we are talking about, whatever is needed to house them within the locality. If it is computers or an ICT hub, GS1 and Gordon and the county government cannot actually be expected to create this. So it will be an asset, it will be an investment of the community. So we are looking at the possibilities of how they can come together and invest in that infrastructure, and we can help them maintain the standards of learning that using the collaboration that we have as a service providers that they don't have to pay for, and is one that is going to be facilitated through the earnings that they get from the market, using the consumers that GS1 platform of linking with GS1 centers across the world bring to bear.
Okay, so looking ahead, what are the long-term benefits or outcomes you hope to achieve through this collaboration?
The long-term collaboration is one, we hope to demonstrate that it is possible to have young people employed at the local level using those ICT hubs that will now be using the technology that we are evolving, and they will use that one, and earnings that are generated from the consumer that the GS1 system across the world is bringing, so that our markets are paying higher premiums of what they source from the farmers, and a small deduction to actually run this infrastructure can be integrated into the costing, so that farmers get better prices than what they are getting from the intermediaries that or the so-called brokers that come into the market today. So we feel that there is opportunity to actually gain sustainability when farmers are assured that there is better prices that are coming from trading through the platform that this joint collaboration is actually going to be bringing to them.
Okay, so when can we see all this getting implemented in Murang'a County?
You expect to see this implemented in a period of not more than 1 month from now. We have sat together, we have agreed on milestones that will be met by the development teams from the two heads, Gordon representing the Murang'a County and the GS1 representing the world. And we hope that the teams that have committed to delivering that platform will actually do that, so that it can be launched not later than August by the institutions that we actually are going to call as stakeholders, that is the national government and the governor of Murang'a County, studying and telling the world that Murang'a farmers are now connected to global markets.
Okay, so as we wrap up, do you have one last parting shot for the viewers at home?
For the viewers at home, my desire is to embrace technology in their thinking of what can transform agriculture. But you cannot invest in technology alone. You need to come together with others. That is why the government program on National Agricultural Value Chains Development Program, NAVCDP, is proposing that young agripreneurs, people who have learned agriculture, can be trained to become advisors to farmers, all anchored from one center. And we believe that farmers will find those in the local youths from their own localities, and investing in aggregation centers within their own local cooperatives. And we want to advise everyone in whatever local area that this facility will actually be implemented to come in and buy shares. Now, every success that is gained from this is going to be available on Traceability TV, and we would like them to actually always tune to Traceability TV so that they can actually be watching what we are achieving every week, every day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that nice shout out, and you had it. Murang'a County is making incredible steps with GS1 Kenya to enhance traceability, sustainability, and community engagement, and it will all be here on Traceability TV. So remember, we trace it, we trust it. Thank you.
Traceability TV. We trace it, you trust it.